My name is John Branfield. I was born in Somerset in 1931. I met Pep in France, Kathleen Peplow, and we came to Cornwall in 1961 and bought an old mining count house in a valley leading down to the sea. It sounds all a bit of a dream, and dreams often don't work out. But yes, it did work out. Our taste in art was determined by what we saw in Cornwall. It was determined mainly by two exhibitions, and the first one was in the late 70s, was organised by the National Trust, and it was Painting in Cornwall, 1880 to 1920. And that introduced us to Cornish artists, names we hadn't heard before, like John Park, Charles Simpson even. We visited galleries, we went to auctions, it was always together, and there's hardly a painting that one or other of us bought separately. It was very much a joint thing. I suppose, yes, it cemented our relationship. As time went on, I think we both felt that we needed to get away from these early Cornish paintings and something a bit more adventurous. And again, an exhibition showed us who were these painters. It was the 1985 exhibition at the Tate in London. The first modern painting that we bought was the Wilhelmina Barns-Graham Gurner's Head, and the other two abstracts at the same time. Difficult to say which was my favourite, because at different times I've had different favourites. Charles Simpson always, but eventually I think the 1950-ish St Ives paintings were my favourites. John Wells, Alex Mackenzie, and probably one of the John Wells's was my overall favourite. One of the cliff figures, very, very elegant, so refined and beautifully done. I liked almost as much the Alex Mackenzie. It was so Cornish, abstract, but Cornish shapes, Cornish rocks covered with seaweed, the colours, the glimpse through, the sense of a sky and of a beach, but not too definite. Marvellous painting. When Pep moved into the cottage or the annex, I put up the Kurt Jacksons, and I think the Kurt Jacksons were her favourite. I don't know if that was because of the man himself or the paintings. Seeing the exhibition at Penlee, going through the door and seeing that first gallery, it was an amazing experience. It's such a shame that she missed that. It would have been wonderful for her to see them.
Pep and John Branfield have been supporters of Penlee House since we reopened after the renovations in 1997. I've been working here for 25 years and I've worked with them that entire time. They've lent several exhibitions over the years, and as you can see, they've got such a range of works that we've been able to incorporate a lot of them into many different exhibitions over the years.
How are you feeling about ultimately selling everything?
I think that's the nature of things, that they come together and then disperse. I think of when we scattered Pep's ashes. Yes, that was a moving experience, seeing them hang like a cloud for a moment and then dispersing, and I think everything, all creation comes together, and then all things fall apart.